Assuming the worst happens, then there's only three options available to all of us as chief elected officials, and none of those options are favorable ones.
Lack of a state budget puts the squeeze on cities and towns all across Connecticut. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Scott McDonald.
I'm Ann Nyberg. Many cities and town leaders are blindly setting their municipal budget and tax rates because of the budget stalemate at the state capitol.
Yeah, that is causing an unprecedented budget situation in these communities. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis joining us live tonight with more on this. Good evening, Mark.
Hi, Scott and Ann. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. Half of the towns in a survey by the Connecticut Conference of Municipalities report service cutbacks, hiring freezes, and postponing public works projects.
The first installment of local property tax bills is due by 1 week from today, so there's a steady stream of people at local tax collectors' offices around the state. The bills this year are really just a guess at what you owe because city and town leaders have had to prepare municipal budgets not knowing when or if any of the usual aid from the state is going to arrive.
Mike Frieda, here we go.
Four-term Republican First Selectman Mike Frieda of North Haven is one of the municipal leaders that has put together a budget with no tax increase. Like some other towns, he has a rainy day fund, but knows it won't last forever.
We had a couple people leave, and we have not replaced them yet. We're putting a hold on spending right now until we have a determination or receive a determination as to what the state revenue is going to be for us.
The Speaker of the House keeps saying he's optimistic about having a budget plan in place by the end of the month, but almost no one else at the Capitol believes that will happen.
We got to get to a complete budget, and the sooner we do it, the better. And quite frankly, I don't get to set the rules or call the question in the House or the Senate.
If this does drag on for months, town and city leaders have few options.
One would be a supplementary tax bill, which we're not planning on doing here in North Haven. The second would be a decimation of services, which I'm trying to stay away from.
The one good thing about getting your local property tax bill by July 1st is that you know what the second payment is going to be in January and can plan ahead. But for some communities, that may not happen this year.
If the bottom drops out, that's where you could see a second tax bill coming in January.
Now, the town of North Haven, lucky for them, has a third option, and that is to just do nothing because they have that rainy day fund, and they also have a big new project in the works. That is that big Amazon warehouse, which should be up and running by 2019, and that'll, of course, greatly expand their tax base. But not every town has that. As a matter of fact, very few have that. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.